Whoa! Okay, I just did a 6-7. I'm pretty pumped about this. This is like cool news. So if you don't know, I do rock climbing, and well, like bouldering in indoor bouldering at like a gym, and yeah, the grading system's got like kind of two different numbers next to each other, and they're kind of they're not really sure which grade it is, so it's like it's either a 6 or a 7. We're not really sure. And yeah, that was the hardest climb I've ever done. I've been told it was pretty easy for a 6-7, but it's still a 6-7 in my books. I'm taking it as a win, and I've been trying it for quite a while now, so it's quite exciting to get that done finally. And I'm using that as a way to clickbait this video and say I did a 6-7. I just think that's a funny title and thumbnail. Anyway, reality TV shows. I've for the past like while I've been working on my own. I've been creating a reality TV show with my friends, and we just finished filming most of it. And I think this is a good time to talk about it because it is was really really funny and it's a really good thing. Um, Unfortunately, I can't put it on YouTube because one of my friends in it is really embarrassed by it, and I am a bit too, so it's not going to ever see the light of day, which is a bit unfortunate because it was really funny. There were some really good moments, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it to do super well on YouTube because it's like we did 4 episodes, and each of them are like 40 minutes long. It's crazy. But I thought I'd talk about it here so that it at least goes somewhere. Um, so basically, the original concept for the uh, the original concept was basically like a TV show with zero budget because we don't have a budget for it. So like it would be something like that. So the idea that I came up with was I got 8 people, including me, and we all split into 4 teams of 2, and every single episode one of the teams of 2 would create a game, would create some sort of challenge around Wellington, where I live, or just at somebody's house, and they had to do the challenge in like roughly 2 or 3 hours would probably be the limit I think I gave them. And yeah, it was really cool. We did it over three like days of filming, over several months. But yeah, it was three days that we were filming for. One of the days we did 2 of the games in a single day. So yeah, the first one was 2 of my friends. They created a game show. I think it was just a direct rip off of Jeopardy, and I think they even called it Jeopardy. Um, so it was like just a bunch of quiz questions on a TV. That one was all inside in somebody's house. It was actually my house until right at the very end when the final like kind of question challenge was like, oh yeah, go find this one guy who's gone hidden somewhere like in town. You have to go find him, and they sent us a bunch of clues to where he's hidden. And we had to find him, and that was really cool. Um, we uh filmed it on my camera, and some of it just on random people's phones. So it kind of like the kind of vibe of it is just those like kind of vloggy YouTube videos where people are just kind of out and about doing fun stuff. Kind of remind me of the YouTube channel Bunch of Friends, which is like a channel I really like. And that's one of the reasons why I so wanted to put it on YouTube was because like this is the type of stuff I watch. Like this is the type of YouTube videos I really like and watch. It's just completely unscripted, just improvised, like fun challenges games with like just a bunch of people who are really good friends. And yeah, some of the stuff that happened was just really funny. Like there's this like 10-minute long section where 2 of the guys just play slaps with each other, and it's just them slapping each other. And as I've been editing it, I've been like, I turned it into a montage with Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time" playing over the top, and it's just yeah, it's quite funny. The second game was a World War II drama. Like I don't know why. Um, those guys, they just tried to turn it into like a war thing, and they tried to make it sort of like a little bit role play, and like we were like split into two different like teams was split up, and there were like a bunch of different challenges, a bunch of small challenges that we had to do, like well, no, it was three small ones, and I unfortunately lost all the footage for the first one because the video of it got like corrupted or something. It's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, that one was like we had to find like jigsaw pieces hidden around a house, and then the second one was really cool. It was like Pictionary. It was like we were the radio operators sending Morse code to the agents in the field or something. We were just secluded in this one room, and we got a picture, and we had to describe the picture by like writing down notes and then sending those notes to the other people in the other room, where they had to try and recreate the image from our notes. But then like along the way, the game masters kept like tampering with our notes and like setting them on fire, or like scribbling over them, like scrunching them up and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, your message has been intercepted by the Kaiser," and they've messed it up in some sort of way. And at one point, we got a message back. Like I was one of the scribes. I was one of the people writing the notes. And at one point, I got a message back. Actually, no, it was one of the other guys. They got a message back, and it was just completely torn up into like lots of little pieces. And like, how are we supposed to use this? But yeah, that one was very easy to film, and has become just one of I think the funniest like results in the video side of it. Like it's a really funny video of it happening. And then it was time for my challenge. Well, actually, I didn't really make most of my challenge. It was mostly my teammate. He came up with the idea, and I kind of like did a lot of the actual physical work for it, which was in contrast to the other two. They were this what I one was like very out and about. It was like uh basically like a bunch of tiny miniature challenges that you had to do out in the city of Wellington, around everywhere. They were, and a lot of them were like proportional to other teams, so they'd be like get to the highest point possible, and then however well other teams did would depend on how many points you get. So if you're like higher than other teams, and there were wild card challenges where you could like like flip it, and then it was like get to the lowest point possible. But that was also just a prank we did. Like the first two challenges, one of them was like get to the highest point possible, and the next one after that was get to the lowest point possible, just to mess with them. Yeah, that was a fun one. That was a really cool one. It was a little bit difficult to film because everybody was split up and around the place, so it was all just filmed. I like had to pull in a another friend who I don't really know as much. He's this guy I'm kind of new to. He's also new to New Zealand. Doesn't really know the way around the place very much. I think he's from Japan and America and Vietnam. He's from all over the place. And I said like, oh, follow those two, and just kind of be the cameraman for them, just to make it easier. He sent me back the footage. He sent me back was 2 hours worth of footage. He filmed everything that happened. He made sure he didn't miss anything out. He just like just non-stop recorded it all the time. And I was like, you didn't have to do that. Like, you could have taken lots of little videos on all the important bits, because I'm not going to use most of this, and I'm not, like, I can't, in relation, like, the other guy and me, we filmed about, like, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes worth of video, and that was still quite a lot to edit through. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, and then the final. Oh yeah, and the team. I was a cameraman. I was just helping filming because like I was one of the game masters. I didn't actually need to be there for the challenge at all. It was just all the other teams doing stuff. So I just was a cameraman and went around and filmed one of the teams. And yeah, they ended up going to like this like random weird like train station in the middle of nowhere, and then just spent the entire 2 hours like around that area. And it was like somehow they just got so lucky, and like every single challenge like perfectly matched them. It was like the middle of nowhere, so it was good for like get to the highest point possible because there was just bush and like mountains. And another one of the challenges was like get as far away from a road as possible, and that's easy because they're in the middle of nowhere. But then it's also just coincidentally the middle of nowhere, which happens to be next to a giant shopping mall. Like, I don't know why that's there. So they also managed to do really well on the challenges that were like, oh, buy a gift for Eddie, buy a gift for me, and stuff like that. Even though they actually didn't do very good on that, because they bought me chocolate, and it was possibly the worst chocolate I've ever tasted in my life. It tasted so bad, and it was called sheep droppings. Like, the name of the chocolate was sheep droppings, and it was from some like New Zealand tourist attraction thingy. And it's like, yeah, it actually tastes like sheep poo. This tastes really bad. So they actually came last on that one, but yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then the final challenge was there was like the two game masters that were in charge of it. They live quite close together, so they just created this like massive, insane one with like 40 different like miniature challenges, and you picked like a random one out of a hat, and then you had to do it as quickly as possible. That one, I haven't even started editing it yet. I haven't even asked the other guys for the footage because I don't want to. Like, that one's it was so chaotic. It was like people were just like running around everywhere, completing these like random ass challenges. The first one I got was like get a burger, get a quarter pounder cheeseburger from Macca's, and I was like, in the end, I ended up teaming with one of the other guys to like. I would help them with their challenge if they DoorDashed me a burger, and then one of the challenges as well was like, oh yeah, we've stapled a note to a tree in this forest. Go find it, and it's like, how are we supposed to find this? And it's been ages, and it was like really dark. It was getting really late by this point, so we couldn't even see it. And then I get back, and he's like, I can't find it. I can't find this note. I'm just going to skip this challenge, because that was one of the things we could do. We could skip it if we wanted. And he's like, oh, yeah. There was no note anyway. It was just a prank. And I was like, it's like the most stupid prank ever. It was so dumb. But it was a lot of fun. It's just like these crazy-ass challenges. Some of them were like video games, and you'd like beat one of the game masters in Mario Kart or something. And we still haven't actually tallied up the results from it, like who won each challenge. I think I remember looking at it and realized I think it's physically impossible for me to win my team, but we could have won maybe. But yeah, I think I know who won, and I don't think it was us. I think because one of the challenges right at the very end was like, go to this wind turbine, which is like super far away, and you get like 200 points for it, which is like more points than I earned in the entire game combined. And then they did it. They went to the wind turbine and they did the challenge. So they probably, they're probably winning that one. And then if they win that one, that means they win the entire game. So I imagine that's what's happening. But we're like, technically I still haven't finished it yet, because I still have, what I want to do is like reality TV shows. I want to have those like cutaway interviews where they talk about what happened, and then they go like, at this point of the game, I'm feeling really stressed, and it's like stuff like that, you know. We haven't filmed that yet, because surprisingly, reality TV show, you know, behind the scenes, they actually don't film that stuff as it happens. So yeah, I have to film that some other time. But like, that should be pretty easy to organize, because I don't need everybody together at once. I just need one person at a time. Or I guess actually I should probably have 2 people from each team together at once. But it was a lot of fun. I've been thinking about doing a season 2, because I've got a bunch more friends that I couldn't include, unfortunately, because like I thought 8 would probably be about the limit for how many would be a good amount of people. So I was thinking about running it again. Then I also thought, I don't know if I have enough time. Like, and genuinely, like, the year is almost over, and it took us like most of the year. It took us. I think I started working on it at the start of term 2. Okay, actually, I can probably go check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first challenge was like in the beginning of term 2, and now we're halfway through term 3. So by that logic, yeah, it's a little bit difficult. And the other friends that I'd want to do it with are quite academic, so I don't think they'd be wanting to like go run around Wellington during exam season. So yeah, I don't know if we'll really get to do much more film projects until the end of the year. Hopefully, I should be able to get Project Peacock done, which is this other film project that I'm working on. Um, this is like stuff with my friends. Obviously, I'm doing lots of personal stuff just by myself. I've actually nearly finished the Eddie and Golgator animated stop motion animated film that I've been working on, which is coming along really good. I'm quite happy with it. It's just like I'm not done, and I need a bit more time to work on it, and it's due in like only a few weeks because I'm submitting it for this film competition that I really want to submit it for. There's like a prize for best animator that I really want to get. Well, it's not a prize. It's an award, but it's not worth anything. Like you don't get anything from it. There are some other prizes that are worth stuff, but yeah. Um, it's yeah, and it's like I've done so much of the film. Like it's so close to being done, but the only scene that I haven't done is this like impossibly difficult, like weird as animated scene with like basically the entire film. There's like these weird fourth dimensional effects, and there's a part near the end, the climax, where they go into the fourth dimension. And what I thought would be cool was it could be cool to blend some different animation styles that I haven't tried before, like some like paper 2D animation and some like maybe digital 2D animation. And I've even started relearning how to use Blender, and I might do a little bit of 3D animation on like digital stuff. And I thought that could be really cool. But I think it's going to look really bad, and I think that'd be quite funny. Just like a really crappy looking 3D animation just for like a short second, because it's like they're in the fourth dimension, and every few seconds it kind of like changes animation style as it's like, I don't know, weird and stuff. Yeah. So I've already done puppetry. I've already made a puppet of the main character, which is called Eddie, and he's completely just based on me in real life. So I've technically just made a puppet of myself, and it's quite a funny puppet. It's like I just have a sock puppet that looks like me. It's just a really funny thing to play with. This guy that just looks exactly like me. Well, he doesn't look exactly like. I hope I don't look like him. But like, oh, I love him so much. I'm just like trying to film with him, and I keep just getting distracted playing with it because it's just such a fun puppet. Puppetry is fun, dude. We're doing it. We're doing a bit of it for drama class in school. We get to make sock puppets, and they're just fun to play with, and just make up characters for your sock puppet. But no matter what it's like in a few weeks' time, I'm gonna submit it, even if it's like not as good as I'd hope it would be. I'm gonna finish it and submit it in time, and I might like kind of properly finish it after the due date to be like how I would like it to be. Because yeah, I really tried to avoid this. I really didn't want to like. I don't feel like I procrastinated. I just think it was just too big of an undertaking of a film project to do. Obviously, if I try a lot now, I should be able to get it done, but I'm just worried that it's because I'm rushed, it's not going to be done to the perfect quality that I want it to be up to. And this is a film that I've spent a lot of time on. I started working on it last year. I started writing the script for it last year, and I still haven't finished it. Like it's been a big project, big part of my life. I've been working on it for ages, and I just want it to be good. And I know it's not going to be because it is a like 10-minute long animated short film using stop motion by some guy who's like not super amazing at stop motion. So there are lots of just little errors in it, and just lots of things that whenever I watch it, I always notice over and over again. But I always think that you never really realize how good your work is until it's done, because you have to trust the process. And when you watch something over and over and over again, like many times, you kind of get sick of it, and you kind of think like, yeah, this is you kind of get used to the jokes, and they don't seem funny, and you don't really see the magic in it. But then when you show it to other people, and when you see other people's reactions to it, that's when, like, I don't know, you truly understand that, like, it is pretty good. And yeah, and it's like I'm getting to that point now where I've been working on it for like 8 months, and I am really worried about it. And just every time I watch it, I just see these little imperfections, and it's like, oh, the green screen doesn't look perfect there, and it's like I realize, like, no, this like, I'm sure people will find this funny. It's just me, like, yeah. I think trusting the process is something really important when you're working on projects like this. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what other people think of it. Dude, there's a bit of skin is like coming off of my finger. It's kind of gross. I got it. I got this like bad scratch rock climbing. Um, yeah, I kind of get worried about that sometimes. Like I keep seeing stuff online. It's like, oh yeah, like stay safe while rock climbing, because if you like have your hand in the wrong position like this, you might tear a ligament, and like, ugh, that doesn't sound very nice. And yeah, I keep scratching my hands and stuff, and it's just like, it's it's like healthy for you rock climbing in the sense that, like, I don't know, like gym working out, like it's just good for your muscles. But I also feel like you can really damage your hands quite badly doing rock climbing, which makes sense. But it's still really fun, and I'm not stopping because it's too fun. Yeah, and also when I scratched my finger like this, that was doing a grade 5/6 climb, and then I did it, and then I did the climb, and I'm like, wow, cool. I did the climb. Wow, I'm happy. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I have time for today. I talked about Eddie and Goldtor, which I wanted to talk about. Uh, yeah, and I was also thinking, like, last minute I might like re-record all the lines with this new microphone that I've just got. I started re-recording them and I realized they actually sound pretty similar. Like these two, my old microphone and this new microphone, they actually sound very similar, and you can't really tell the difference. So I might not bother. But yeah, I still might get my friends to voice in it. But I might just do that after it's done, so that I can show them all. I can show it all together at once, just so that they get an understanding of what the film's like and what the lines are. And I still have to find some music for it, because I just found out that you're not allowed to use like any copyrighted music, even covers, which I was planning on doing. So now I have to find a bunch of new music for it. And I also need to shorten it, because the film competition, they only allow films that are 7 minutes long, and mine is going to be about 8.5 minutes long, and that's a minute and a half too long, and I have to cut out a bunch of stuff. And it's already a very fast paced and very snappy film, and like so much happens in these 8.5 minutes, and I just feel like it's gonna become very fast paced, like almost too fast paced. And it's like I need to give it like a second to breathe every now and again. I need to make sure to leave in pauses. But yeah, see you next week. Oh, weird error message. Okay, it's not related to the recording, but as soon as I just a completely irrelevant error message about Java just appeared as soon as I tried to finish the recording, and then it stopped me from finishing. And I was like, oh no, I didn't lose all the footage, did I? Nah, it's all good. See you next week.